Gentlemen, you know, there was an old preacher that had this famous line. He said, whenever somebody tells you who they are, believe them. Guys, there are people who you should avoid. And I think in the modern era, they're making it frighteningly easy to just avoid them. This video, like, actually shocked me a little bit, because I'm pretty sure this is a clip from that Pop the Balloon where the producer said you playing too much. And so let's see what this person is saying, because let me tell you something. They make it easy for them to. They make it easy for you to avoid them. The red flags are not red. They are red sheets. they are red like literally like they're red carpets. Anyways, let's keep going.
I don't think anything a girl wears to like show her confidence should be threatening in a sense. Like, I should be able to wear what I want to wear in front of your mom too. You need to leave. And
jeez, ladies, what in the world are y'all on? Wear whatever I want, whatever you want in front of my mother. Wow, that's crazy.
I just feel like when I realize that you pop for her cleavage, you're like, I like to look good, so I'm gonna have cleavage legs. I feel like.
So I love his face right there. So the man's obviously looking like, okay, some stuff like being a little revealing is a bit much for him, which can be understandable, you know. You come from more traditional backgrounds, or you just come from a family that has sense. I mean, listen, like, I'm like, what are you gonna tell your daughter? You're gonna tell your daughter, yes, like, show all the goods. You're gonna tell them, no, you're gonna attract the wolves. Preserve yourself, you know. And so it makes sense that he'll be like, hey, you look good, but it's a bit much. So let's keep moving.
Your face was a little crazy when I said that. I just a lit girl. Like, honestly, I can't even hold you. I don't know how I'm gonna come home on some nights.
You don't know how you're gonna come home? That's crazy. Like, yes, imagine communicating you are the biggest red flag and making it seem like a flex. Like, what?
And you know what?
This is not a show for you to come and joke around.
No. I'm just speaking right now. My bad.
I need you guys.
You know it's bad when the producer is saying, stop it. This is a show. This is like, we got a flow of how things work. You're actually supposed to be desirable. What are you doing?
To be serious, because it seems like you lot are coming here for a good time.
No, I didn't.
And it seems like you lot are not looking for love.
How you gonna tell a man you like, no? I like when he says you come here for a good time, or you literally just said I'm a lit girl. Ladies, do y'all hear yourself sometimes?
I don't think anything.
And so that's the full clip. Let's see what some people have to say in the comments. Then we'll get to the scriptures, because yes, this is the type of person. Let's see. The first comment says it's called being respectful. Yes, this idea of you being all about yourself and all about what you want seems to be very antithetical, especially when it's time to shift to a more mature chapter of your life. You know, it's not just you. You're looking for your lifelong partner. And so if you don't want to be respectful to him, but you want him to respect your independence, it's weird. It's strange. Let's see. She's not wrong. Cleavage is not disrespectful. Well, depends on the situation. Yes, we had a funeral. Why are you showing your cleavage? Yes, you know you're dating a man of God, and he wants to present himself a certain way, his brand, his ideology. Why are you looking like a night walker? And so disrespectful is only not being disrespectful is only contextual to yourself and how you want to present yourself. When you get around other people, when you be a part of a team, like, that's when it becomes disrespectful. At least that's what I think. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm being for real when I say this. Prostitutes are publicly complaining at one point. Publicly complaining at one point that they don't know what to wear to stand out anymore because too many women are dressing the way they do. That is a real thing. Like, shout out to his brother. He actually makes a good point. Shout out to Andre Cooks, who looks like he's cooking some good food. Well, let's see. I applaud BM for stepping in on the BS. And so yeah, the comments seem to be very, very uniform amongst the men. Maybe the ladies are a bit more off. And that's because generally, well, there's not really an expectation of righteousness from women. Like they seem to want to bend righteousness, and no better place to look at this than examining the heart. You know, there are particularly 6 things, or dare I say 7, that the Lord absolutely despises when it comes to the how the heart presents itself as allegedly being something of integrity, but carrying these traits. And so Proverbs chapter 6 verses 16 to 19, and obviously, well, notice I said heart, so like, I don't think I need to say that anybody. This could be for anybody. This could be you. This could be me. This could be her down the street. Anybody. So it says there are 16 the Lord hates, 7 that are an abomination to him. So when the Bible uses abomination, it means God absolutely like gets not, he is not happy. Like, let's just say fire and brimstone is coming your way if you do this. And so 7 are abomination. Haughty eyes. So arrogance. Haughty eyes is basically arrogance. It is the, of anything, it actually goes a little bit deeper. So let's actually go to a quick Google search, because why not? You know, like, let's see. Haughty eyes refer to a look of arrogance, pride, and contempt, often described as lofty, high eyes that look down on others. Ladies, you may not think you're doing this, but a man is in a particular position, and when you don't respect that man in his position, you have haughty eyes. You know, like this is like somebody disrespecting your father, somebody disrespecting your brother. It's like, wait a minute, this person is in a position for a reason. And this is, when I say position, I'm talking about like, yes, he has his role to play. And if you don't respect him for his role, which, I mean, I think it's clear that if anybody's going to tell you, hey, you probably shouldn't wear something, that's obviously a man, because certainly we notice things that you ladies don't pick up on. You may think to yourself, I'm looking good, but he's thinking, nah, she's attracting the wolves. Well, let's see. A lying tongue, very clear, right? A lying tongue wants to present something as the truth, maybe even their integrity, right? They want to be seen as a truthful and very serious person about righteousness and holiness, or just basically having that honesty to them, but their tongue has deceit. She said she's a lit girl, and the guy says, okay, if you're a lit girl, you need to be serious. But she's like, no, I am very serious. Let's see. Hands that shed innocent blood. Now, this is something that's very obvious, you know, in individuals that want to commit violence to those who are uninvolved. And this could look as well physical and spiritual, right? Hands that shed innocent blood is hands are representative of works, right? What you like what you are working toward. And the shedding of innocent blood is the damaging of the innocent. So you don't this is essentially saying 2 things at once. You can be a person that is violent, and thus this applies to you, and you can be a person that is that hurts people in the actions that they do, and this still applies to you. Hands that shed the blood of innocent. When the innocent are hurt in any way, God doesn't like it. A heart that devises wicked plans. Pretty straightforward, right? You want to do something devious, then that is not something that the Lord likes. Feet that make haste to run to evil. Ah, yes, going where you shouldn't go. I think that's an obvious one. A false witness that breathes out lies. As I said with this integrity thing, again, I am a person of integrity, but out of my mouth comes absolute malarkey. Not good. And one who sows discord among brothers. This person who wants to distort unity, right? So keep that in mind. That could be anybody, and naturally, I think a few of these, if not all of these, applies to her. But men, the book of Proverbs has so many good wisdom that it tells us about a person we should avoid. Like Solomon in chapter 5, verse 1. I won't read the full thing, even though I have all of chapter 5 here, but I do have a few verses I want to cover. It says, be attentive to my wisdom, incline your ear to mine understanding, that you may have discretion. So in other words, Listen good so that you hear, understand, and that you have discernment. And your lips may guard knowledge, meaning sometimes you don't reveal things to people. For the lips of a forbidden woman drip honey, and her speech is smoother than oil. So there's a type of person, primarily a female, who obviously speaks good words and, dare I say, gives you everything you want to hear. But, verse 4, but in the end she is bitter as wormwood, sharp as a double-edged sword. In other words, this type of woman that obviously is not peaceable, bitter. Like if you're bitter about stuff, you're grumbling, you're mumbling, you're just not happy, right? This is a person that does not bring peace. And this idea, sharp as a double-edged sword, this person will hurt you. This person will cut you, and these daggers are aimed at your heart. Women are not primarily powerful, right? You know, like most people say, okay, if a woman hits you, well, you just take the hit. Personally, I'd say keep your hands to yourself. But the point is, it's not necessarily dangerous physically, but they are psychologically, as any human being is, right? Somebody who wants to get close to you has a better chance of manipulating you than the stranger down the street selling you iPhone 18s under a bridge. You know what I'm saying? And so keep that in mind, that a person who may not be physically dangerous can be psychologically, mentally, and emotionally dangerous. That's kind of where women tend to get their footing when it comes to manipulation themselves. Verse 5, her feet go down to death, her steps follow the path of Shaul. Her feet, meaning her path, go down to death, meaning does not provide you with life. Her steps follow the path to Shaul. Where she goes, the direction she's heading, Shaul is the grave, by the way. So let's put a little footnote here. Hebrew says lay hold of. So follow the path, meaning like the implication is that they do go this. It's not just follow as in like maybe they possibly follow it. No, it's a lay hold of Shaul, meaning there is this determined destiny that their steps follow, which implies there is no deviation. You know, you like, this is where we get the phrase, you can't turn A into A. You fill in the blanks. You can't change this person. Understand that. Some people you can't change in life. Verse 6, she does not ponder the path of life. Her ways wander, and she does not know it. In other words, there is no long-term plan, meditation. I'm not saying you have to have a 10-step plan every day, but there is no long-term meditation about the direction her path will lead her and the consideration of others around her that want to be associated with her. Her ways wander, and she does not know it. She is not what do kids call it? Woke. The ancients called it enlightened. She does not have revelation. She is essentially looking for the basic instincts of pleasure and enjoying life, which is not so good when that's the only thing you're looking for, isn't it? Verse 7, and now my sons, listen to me and do not depart from the words of my mouth. Keep your way far from her, and do not go near the door of her house, lest you give your honor to others and your years to the merciless. There's this idea that you cannot go where down her path. You cannot interact with this person because this honor, because everyone has a personal honor, a personal respect, you're going to lose it because she does not care for it. When ladies ask the question of why do you have any say in what I wear, this is a person not trying to protect your honor. This is a person only caring about what they deem honorable. Be careful, lest you give your honor to others and your years to the merciless. A person can weigh down upon you and utterly destroy you mentally, slowly over a passage of time, to where you change so much that you're unrecognizable from yourself previously. Yes, this happens. As Samson, that person like Delilah weighed down on him, and let's just say when she got what she needed, that person ended up chained, blind, bald, and beaten before his enemies. A woman can destroy you, not just in modern days with the court systems and all types of flimsy legality, but literally just because you trust them with vital information and you trust them with your time. Be careful. Now then, we'll read a few more and then we'll close out for the day. Lest strangers take their fill of your strength and your labors go to the house of a foreigner. I like this. Strangers and a foreigner. This idea that there are people who don't want to align themselves with you and thus mutually benefit, but they're only here for their own benefit. And so naturally, yes, be careful. People will take away from your strength. They'll use you, and your labors will go to the house of a foreigner. Somebody doesn't want to build with you, is building what they want, and you are unrecognizable to them. Be careful. Verse 11, and at the end of your life, you groan when your flesh and body are consumed. In other words, you have a negative outlook because you let the wrong people close to you. Verse 12, and you say, how I hate discipline and my heart despised reprove. I did not listen to the voice of my teachers, and the end was very great. And so, again, just another reminder, some people are just not for you. The Bible makes it very clear. You got to be watchful because, yeah, fool me once, shame on me. I let myself be deceived. Fool me twice, shame on... No, fool me twice, shame on you. No. I think it is the first one. Fool me once, shame on me. I let myself be deceived. Fool me twice, shame on you, because you're trying to go past my discernment. So just keep that in mind, fellas. We gotta watch out for these women. Wait, there's something dangerous about them women. I put that clip in the video. But either way, I hope this video finds you well. And as a wise man once told me, you know, people will spend their life chasing a career, but not many people will ponder how much time they take in developing a relationship framed around the idea of a lifelong commitment to a partner. And that made me think about things a little differently after that, because I'm like, wow, people can come in and present themselves in a way and be a completely different way. With that being said, appreciate you guys for watching this probably waffling 20-minute long video. Either way, hope you learned something. God bless and stay blessed. Take care.